I woke up today 3 in the morning, 3 a.m.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to try to delete this and sort of start this from scratch. And that way, we sort of teach this from the beginning. Essentially, what we're going to try to do is make what is called a spline. A spline really is just kind of like a set of dots, and then we connect a line across them.
Oh, cool.
And so we should be able to essentially put a shape to that, and that way that will be like, you know, a path that we put on the ground so they can see like the line of where they're supposed to go. Let's go ahead and check out the options here. Normally it's part of a landscape option, and a landscape just means that we're going to create some great big, you know, like field, sort of like the one that's out here. Yeah, we might use a landscape to create something this big. For this, we might have to create a landscape just to make a spline. So what we'll do is we'll probably just hide this underground. So I've gone ahead and changed all the settings to their lowest on this landscape panel. So normally we'd start here. I'm going to landscape, and then I'm going to go down to our options. I've changed section size to 7 by 7 and down to 1 by 1, and these used to be on like 8 or something. So I've just reduced them all as small as we can so that we can technically have a landscape but not use it. I'm just going to hit create, and bam, we have one. And that's nice, but now I'm just going to go ahead and grab it and move it underground. If you ever want to move an object and have the camera follow with it, you can click and drag on one of these little widgets, like this little movement arrow here, and then hold down the shift key while you're doing it, and then that way the camera will sort of follow with it. Awesome. And then if I want to move back up, I can use both left and right click, or I can use this little middle mouse button, and then that will let me sort of pan upwards instead of flying horizontally. Now, as long as we have a landscape, we can go back to this panel that has little mountains on it. We can go to Manage, and here we have a tool we can pick out. I'm going to go down to Edit Splines. Give that a click. Okay. And as long as I have this clicked, I should be able to left click while I'm holding down the control key, and you'll see something popped up. Let's go ahead and move this in here. The icon's really big, but this is a spline point that we just created. Let me go ahead and undo that one, and we'll fly out somewhere where we can see things a little bit better.
And then we just bring it inside.
So yeah, let me go ahead and try to show this from outside. If I control and click while I have my edit splines active, maybe I need to get this landscape active again. Maybe I have to click on static mesh like one of these. Let me go ahead and get back in the building again and see if I can just get a better look at it. Okay, it doesn't like me
You can just follow the preview signs.
Yeah.
Or we can just put like small rectangles on the walls. Yeah, but I mean, if it's in fire, nobody wants to touch the walls.
Let's see. I guess I'll try one more thing just in case.
Bring them up. So what are the blueprints on all of these?
So a blueprint is just an object that we sort of create and then assemble. It's made of what are called components, and all those components are considered one object, one cookie. And then we can drag as many of those cookies into the level as we need to. Try making a spline out of this.
So right now we're working in one level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, you call it the map.
Yeah, standard map. Yeah.
Standard map.
Okay, let's go ahead and try to find.
It's like a layer or something. I mean, a world.
This is probably going to be too much work. For now, let's forget about splines, and I would say like it'd probably be best to do things in world anyways. So anything that you can use that's diegetic, or in essence like things that make sense within the world, I think would be your best bet. Like so like the fact that like in a real fire escape situation we have things like fire exit signs and just exit signs in general, right? I feel like that'll probably be best for your line of research.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, Professor Dantos told me that if we don't wanna be using like a escape thing, I can just do like inspection. Like go through the building and see if things are clashing or not. So that could be. Can we try a little bit to see if the other building links to this?
The other Revit building?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can test it out.
Because
So
that one is the one that my university is